What's up, everybody? It's Old Man Winter for Sun and Ski Sports, and we're going to find out if the Burton Process is a wise buy for you. So the Process is a staple board in the Burton lineup, and I would say it's almost as important as the Custom, if not just as important. It really is a super versatile shape for a twin tip board. We've got that little bit of a scooped out nose where it's spooned a little bit, so it doesn't just kick this way, it kicks towards the sides as well. Gives you a little bit more of that catch-free feel. Also, if you get it into some deep snow, it helps push the snow this way away from the nose, not just this way like a traditional kick board. So this board does come in two different bends. It comes in the Flying V, which is a camber rocker, so you get that floatier catch-free feel with all the power of the camber underneath your feet, but it also comes in their Pure Pop camber, which is camber to flat. So why this is important is that traditional camber boards go from contact point to contact point. This one, the camber goes to a flat area before your contact point. Now why that's important is that when you step down on this, it causes the tips to lift up and causes those contact points to lift up. So it does create a little bit of an easier catch-free feel, but also with that flat area up in the nose and tail, if you're riding on boxes, rails, or even if you're just buttering around on the snow, it gives you a little bit more stability when you're balancing on just that one part of the board. And then when we go inside the board, the core profile is their squeeze box. And what that is when they're milling out the wood core, they make it a little bit thicker just on the outside and on the inside of your bindings. What this does is it makes your bindings feel like they're this wide. It's adding stability to the board. If you lean a little bit too far forward, you're flexing a stiffer area right next to your binding on the outside of this one and on the inside of this one. And it wants to set you back down and get you to that center stance position. But also when you go to load this thing up to pop it, you're loading up a stiffer area right next to your binding. So you do get that extra spring and pop without them having to add anything to the board at all. But then we're talking about adding things to the board, we're going to talk about their Triax glass. So it does have a little bit easier flexing feel, but that Triax glass has all the kickback, the snap, the power, and the stability of a board that's a little bit stiffer. And then a board of this importance is definitely going to have a sintered base on the bottom, so it's nice and durable and fast. But is the Process a wise buy for you? Well, traditionally this is for those intermediate to advanced riders who are looking for one board that they can ride everything on. The advanced riders, however, are probably going to be spending more time in the park and really enjoying the easier flex, the spooned out nose, and that Triax glass giving them tons of pop and tons of power, because it really truly is a high-end park board, which also means that it's a great all-mountain twin. But the really cool thing about this is that if you are a little bit more that intermediate rider, or if you kind of just graduated from beginner to that intermediate, this is a great option for something that's going to push you to get better. It does have a little bit easier, softer feel. Both versions do have a little bit of that catch-free feel up in the nose and tail, so it has all the tools to help you progress, really help you get better at snowboarding no matter where you're riding on the mountain. But if you have any questions about anything that we talked about in this video, definitely leave some comments down below. Also make sure to like and subscribe to the Sun and Ski YouTube channel, and make sure to head on into any of the Sun and Ski locations so you can check out the new Burton Process, or just hit them up at sunandski.com.